Are you tired of dealing with brain fog? That feeling where you struggle to remember simple things? Or just can't seem to focus? You've probably looked at the wall of supplements at the store, felt completely overwhelmed, and wondered, what actually works? It can feel like a guessing game. But what if improving your focus and memory wasn't a mystery, but a science? The right supplements can be a game changer for your brain health, but you have to know which ones to choose, and the evidence supporting them. That's what we're doing today. I'm going to share 10 supplements that are talked about for genuinely improving focus and memory, and we'll look at the science behind them. It's important to remember that the level of scientific evidence varies for each of these, so we'll be clear about that. We'll explore some classic nootropics, cover essential nutrients your brain might be missing, and touch on a few favorites in the biohacking community. This isn't just a random list. We'll get into how each one is thought to work and what the research says. And you'll want to stick around for the end, because I'll reveal one of the most talked about supplements that many people overlook. It's a potent cognitive enhancer, and you won't want to miss the details on it. By the end of this, you'll have a much clearer, evidence-based guide to help you make better choices for your mental clarity. Let's get started. First on the list is a cornerstone of traditional Ayurvedic medicine, used for centuries for its cognitive benefits. If you're struggling with learning new things or holding on to information, this is one to know about. Bacopa seems to work by improving the communication between your brain cells. Its active compounds, called bacicides, are thought to help repair damaged neurons and improve signaling. Think of it like upgrading the wiring in your brain, allowing for faster, more efficient messages. Scientific studies have shown that supplementing with Bacopa can improve memory recall. It's not a quick fix though. The benefits are cumulative and often take several weeks to become noticeable. It appears to work by influencing neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, which is crucial for memory and learning. A typical dose is around 300 milligrams of a standardized extract with about 55% bacicides, taken daily. Since it's fat-soluble, taking it with a meal can help with absorption. Next is a powerful adaptogen known for its ability to fight mental fatigue, especially under pressure. Ever have those days where your brain just feels tired, and simple tasks seem like a huge effort? That's the exact problem Rhodiola is used for. It's particularly popular for people dealing with burnout from stress, whether that's from a demanding job or intense study sessions. Rhodiola helps balance your body's stress response system by influencing cortisol, the main stress hormone. When you're stressed, cortisol can spike, leaving you feeling wired but tired and crushing your focus. Rhodiola helps normalize cortisol levels, preventing those sharp peaks and crashes. This can help you maintain a state of calm, focused energy. It also appears to influence neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which affect mood and motivation. Studies have shown that Rhodiola can reduce feelings of fatigue and improve cognitive performance, especially during stressful times. For example, one study found that physicians on night duty who took Rhodiola reported less mental fatigue and better performance on work-related tasks. The recommended dosage typically ranges from 200 to 600 milligrams per day of a standardized extract, often taken in the morning. The third supplement here is a functional mushroom that's become very popular for its brain-supporting properties. Are you thinking about long-term brain health? Lion's mane isn't just about managing daily focus. It's about supporting the very structure of your brain. Its power seems to come from its ability to stimulate the production of nerve growth factor, or NGF. NGF is a protein that's critical for the growth and maintenance of your neurons. The active compounds in lion's mane, hericenones and iridescenes, are what get all the attention. Animal studies suggest they can encourage the production of NGF, which is fundamental to learning and memory. While human evidence is still developing, some studies have shown modest improvements in cognitive function, particularly in older adults. The idea is that it supports the brain's natural maintenance processes, strengthening communication pathways. For cognitive benefits, dosages often range from 500 milligrams to 3,000 milligrams per day. Lion's mane is really an investment in your long-term cognitive health. Next up isn't some exotic nootropic, but an absolute pillar of brain health: omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA and EPA. If your mental performance feels inconsistent, or if you struggle with mood and clarity, a lack of these essential fats could be a factor. Our brains are nearly 60% fat, and a huge portion of that is DHA. These fatty acids are part of your brain cell membranes, keeping them fluid and flexible, which is key for good communication between neurons. If your brain cells are bricks, DHA and EPA are the mortar holding them together. The problem is, our modern diets often don't contain enough of these. Our bodies can't make them efficiently, so we need to get them from food or supplements. A ton of research links higher omega-3 intake with better cognitive function and a lower risk of age-related cognitive decline. Studies show that supplementation can improve memory, especially in people who had low omega-3 levels to begin with. For cognitive benefits, a dose of 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily is often recommended. When you buy a supplement, look at the specific EPA and DHA amounts, not just the total fish oil. Next on the list are the unsung heroes of your brain's energy production. The vitamins B6, B9, folate, and B12 are especially critical. Do you ever feel mentally sluggish or weighed down by brain fog? It could be a sign that your brain isn't producing energy efficiently. B vitamins are like the spark plugs for your mitochondria, the energy factories in your cells. They're essential for turning food into usable energy. Since your brain uses about 20% of your body's total energy, any hiccup in that process is felt as fatigue and poor focus. These B vitamins are also crucial for making key neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, which regulate mood, motivation, and alertness. For instance, vitamin B6 is needed to convert the amino acid L-Tyrosine into dopamine. If you don't have enough B6, your dopamine production can suffer, leading to a lack of drive. Deficiencies, especially in B12, are quite common and have been directly linked to cognitive issues. A good B-complex supplement with the active forms of these vitamins, like pyridoxal 5-phosphate for B6, methylfolate for B9, and methylcobalamin for B12, can ensure your brain has what it needs to run properly. The next supplement is a mineral involved in hundreds of processes in your body, but one specific form has exciting implications for the brain. Many people know magnesium helps with muscle relaxation and sleep, but its role in the brain is much bigger. It addresses what scientists call brain plasticity, your brain's ability to learn and form new memories. Most forms of magnesium don't easily cross the blood-brain barrier. Magnesium L-Threonate, however, was developed by researchers to solve this problem, showing a unique ability to raise magnesium levels in the brain. Once there, it's been shown in animal studies to increase the density of synapses, which are the connections between your neurons. Think of it as adding more roads and interchanges to your brain's highway system. This has been linked to enhanced learning and memory. While claims about reversing brain aging are overstated, some promising human studies have shown it can improve measures of cognitive function in older adults. For cognitive benefits, trials have often used doses around 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of magnesium L-Threonate per day. It's often taken in the evening since it can also help with sleep, which is vital for consolidating memories. If you're finding this breakdown useful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to BioOptimize Lab. We're focused on bringing you more science-backed, actionable tips to help you optimize your health. Now, let's get into the biohacker favorites. Let's talk about a supplement that's a direct precursor to one of the most important neurotransmitters for focus. Do you ever feel like your brain just won't switch on? You're reading the same sentence again and again, but nothing is sinking in. This can point to a bottleneck in producing acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is the main neurotransmitter for attention and learning speed. Think of it as the chemical that lets you shine a spotlight of focus on a task. Alpha-GPC is a form of choline that easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, giving your brain the raw material it needs to make more acetylcholine. By boosting acetylcholine levels, Alpha-GPC can enhance your ability to sustain focus and learn new information. It's a favorite among biohackers because its effects can be felt relatively quickly, making it useful for an intense work or study session. Research has shown its potential for enhancing cognitive function in healthy adults and for supporting cognitive health in clinical settings. For general use, doses typically range from 300 to 600 milligrams per day. It's a direct way to fuel the system that powers your concentration. Next is not one supplement, but a combination that might be the most popular nootropic stack out there. We all know caffeine is great for alertness, but it often comes with jitters, anxiety, and a crash. This stack solves that problem. It lets you get the focus benefits of caffeine while smoothing out the rough edges, leading to a state of calm, clean focus. L-theanine is an amino acid found in green tea that promotes relaxation without making you drowsy. It does this by increasing alpha brain waves, which are associated with wakeful relaxation. When you combine it with caffeine, they work together. The L-theanine takes the edge off the caffeine, reducing the anxiety it can cause. The caffeine provides the raw energy and alertness, while the L-theanine dials down the fight or flight feeling. The result is a highly productive mental state, great for creative work or complex problems. The typical ratio is 2:1 L-theanine to caffeine. So, if you have a cup of coffee with about 100 milligrams of caffeine, you'd pair it with 200 milligrams of L-theanine. This turns caffeine into a precision tool for productivity. Our ninth supplement is one that really shines under pressure. N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine, or NALT. Do you find your mental performance drops when you're stressed or sleep deprived? This supplement is designed to build mental resilience. When you're under pressure, your brain burns through key neurotransmitters, especially dopamine and norepinephrine. As these get depleted, you get brain fog and lose motivation. NALT is a bioavailable form of the amino acid L-tyrosine, which is a direct precursor to these neurotransmitters. By supplementing with NALT, you give your brain the raw material it needs to replenish its dopamine and norepinephrine stores, helping you stay sharp in demanding situations. It specifically supports your cognitive function when it would otherwise start to decline, like having a reserve tank of mental energy. Studies have shown it can enhance working memory and cognitive flexibility under stressful conditions. For this reason, it's popular among high performers. Dosages typically range from 350 to 500 milligrams, taken as needed before a stressful event. And now for the supplement I promised at the beginning, the one that many people overlook, but that has a following among biohackers for its noticeable effects on focus and energy. This is a modified version of the original nootropic, Phenylpiracetam, but it's thought to be much more potent. It's for those days when you need a serious boost in mental energy and drive, for an exam, a big presentation, or a critical deadline. Phenylpiracetam is known for its stimulating effects, but it's often described as a clean, focused energy without the jitters of caffeine. While its exact mechanisms in humans are still being explored, animal studies suggest it works by influencing key neurotransmitter systems, including dopamine and acetylcholine. Users often report a major increase in motivation and verbal fluency. However, it's crucial to understand that its potency comes with a catch. Tolerance can build very quickly, so it's not meant for daily use. It's also important to know that phenylpiracetam is a prescription drug in some countries and is banned by many sports organizations, like the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA. Be sure to research its legal status where you live. For those who use it, it's reserved for occasions when they need a powerful cognitive edge, with a typical dose around 100 to 200 milligrams. So there you have it, 10 of the most discussed supplements for sharpening focus and memory. We've covered foundational nootropics like the memory-supporting Bacopa Monnieri and the stress-fighting Rhodiola Rosea. We've talked about the essential building blocks your brain needs, like omega-3s and B vitamins. And we've explored some biohacker favorites, from Alpha-GPC to the powerful phenylpiracetam. The main takeaway is that you have options for taking control of your cognitive function. By understanding the science, you can make informed choices. As always, and this is important, you should consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen to make sure it's right for you. Start slow, and pay attention to how your body responds. Mastering these individual supplements is the first step. The next level comes from understanding how to combine them for synergistic effects. In my next video, I'll dive into how to stack some of these supplements to target specific goals. You won't want to miss it. Watch my next video on my channel Bio-Optimize Lab. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might find it helpful.